าก
Everybody out there in Brotherhood land, Stewart here from Ontario, Canada. Saburo shot me a message 3 years ago, said Frosty Salute. I almost forgot. So, oh my God, it's the 19th. So, we'll give you a rundown on, everybody knows the base move on Frosty Salute. We'll just see if we can get some there. We'll bring in a helper today. Mr. Terry, you guys know from the previous videos, he actually just got his black belt at our last graduation a couple weeks ago. A round of applause. So, Frosty Salute is basically for a front kick. So we're going to do it the blueprint way. Let's move over this way a bit. So when the front kick comes in, you shoot the front kick at you. So a lot of people make the mistake of stepping back. The problem is that you have forward momentum. Most of you already know that they've been trained for a period of time or other related arts. So the idea is to create an opening. So you have your following your line of action, path of action. So it's saying that if he shoots the kick in, I want to make sure I move offline. Then I have an opening here. And it's on the center line. The idea again is when the kick comes in, a lot of people wait till they plant and then they want to try and use the offensive maneuver. It's a kick depending on the difference. During close, you're going to use a punch or a grab. Longer range weapon, heavy artillery is always going to be your lower extremities. But when it plants, it gives him his time to set. So what you want to do is 3 things you always want to do. You always want to create a base, disturb their base, and create pain. Otherwise, Kenpo metazing. And a long time ago, I learned from one of my previous instructors, Mr. Joe Palanzo, many years ago. He said, we teach you to be overskilled, so for overkill. I like that. With Mr. Trail, he'd always say, we're going to Kenpo metazing. I think Dan might do it. Anyway, so the kick comes in, I'm going to set you, shoot the kick now, before he plants. We didn't rehearse this, by the way. You okay?
I'm good, sir.
Are you wearing a cup?
Always.
God.
I learned.
You learned.
I learned from mistakes.
So, you can go to the growing. The best way to go to the growing is coming up underneath. It's a very testy situation. No pun intended. However, there's 3 insertion points above that, allowing margin for error, that are just as effective, that can set up things, other areas of the body. So they're vertical line below the umbilicus, below your belly button, and they're about 2 finger breadths apart, each one. You don't have to be on them, just in the vicinity, because they overlap. So I always remember that, allowing margin for error for that one too. So there is that, and when you hit that point inside the knee, between the medial area, the nerves run more superficial here, and the medial malleolus, the ankle. Inside here is an insertion point here. This point's a release point, not only for that extremity, but for both hips. So right now it's going to, so he's got his hips and some resistance on both sides. Strike. But just give me that leg for a second. So when it's in action, it works better. I'm just going to give it a little tap there. That's just a little tap there. What it does with this, it releases everything there. So it makes it easier from an anatomical, physiological point of view to be able to, end it rather quickly. So, kick comes in from here, step, shoot, I shoot the kick. Now, I want to stop for a moment just so I can explain what happens. There's where he's positioned right now. So it allows for my entry, and the entry is for a rising palm heel. The taller they are, you're going to have to adjust the target with the weapon. But the palm heel, I like to use 2-way action. You use 2-way action when you kick, you use 2-way action when you punch, when you chop, shuto or hand sword, whatever you want to call it. Same thing here. So my weapon of choice is going to be this, following that angle of entry, coming up that way and striking on that point. This is an insertion point here too. This is a great release point. This one releases the whole upper, the neck and head and shoulders, traps and lats. Large margin for error here are 2 insertion points just below that are blood pressure regulators. If I didn't catch that on time and I caught that one there, could be a basal feint at the same time, 2-way action, sorry.
Okay.
In that area as well. He didn't know he was going to do this today. So you do have that margin for error. You don't have to be an expert at it, just that you know that if you're in this vicinity, something else is going to connect. But it's nice to know what happens and why it's happening from an anatomical physiological standpoint. So again, he shoots a kick. So that's this. There's your rising column. There's your rising column. Now, right from that position here, you guys know, most of you know the extension. When we cross through the extension, as I move forward, this and this are going to move at the same time. I see a lot of people do this. This thing wrong, I like to set up. So as this hits, then this punches. There's the elbow, there's the hammer, there's the punch. Again, hitting that area, but as it punches, it ricochets. Here, this lifts, rising up, and you can get the middle knuckle to the solar plex. You can add anything else you want to. That's how we do it here. The other thing we teach here is the what-if situation. If he kicks and then follows up with a punch, my timing's on, it's okay, I was ready for it. If he kicks and then follows up with a punch, 1, 2. Now there's a point right in here, an insertion point in here in the bicep. It's a push. You can hit it or you can press it. I can press that one, take him down, I'm okay. But if I strike that one there weakens that other oncoming punch. Just striking that, give me some resistance, resist, can't resist. So this one becomes weaker, it means more of a delay. Allows me to get my next shot in there prior to him going there, if you know where you're going. So this is an extended upward block, most of you know that. So again, so it's 1, I hit that, I'm not going to really do that, hit that there, 2 palm here, and you can do everything you want. If that punch came in afterwards, I could just take it there, insertion point there, just tap, drop him to the ground. If you want to control the situation, it's another way you can do it. Again, allowing margin for error. So if he came in with the right, shot this one, and now he shot the other one, there's your movement there. So I just hit that point. It's going to be a delay mechanism because of me hitting here. It's going to delay that. Not only weaken it, but delay it. Just striking that point there, and then you shot that one there. There's a delay. So now if I just tap, I just have to tap here. I can use an insertion point here and here just to control the situation. Nothing up my sleeve, and I just tap like that, he's going to hit the ground. It makes it that much easier, regardless of how big they are. So if he came in with the right, I also have the option, if it was a delay right one, you also know this one, buckling break. So we also have that one you can work on at the same time. So you can do it from the inside sector, you can do it from the outside sector. More things to work on, just different things you're working on when you're on the outside sector. So basically that's really all I wanted to share in that, just to show it. If you're kicking on the street or in the dojo, you kick with the ball of the foot, but on the street you'd want to kick with your toe. It hurts a lot more. If I kick him with the ball of the foot, that's one thing. If I kick his toe, it's a different thing. Okay? You practice that, at your school. So I think that's all I'm going to add today. I'm going to do too much more. A lot of you guys have a lot of great ideas when it comes to thrusting salute. So I just thought I'd give you our thrusting salute. Thank you for being in this. Thank you, Mr. Paul, for shooting this. Have a great night.